So I'm here with David Light. This guy needs no introduction, man. A lot of the younger guys I talk to in many different gyms, they always tell me, man, I want to be like David Light. What's your advice for those young guys who want to be just like you?
I'd say that you could be even better than me by not getting injured in the way that I did. I think you just need to lift correctly with good form, like consistently, eat super well, and just like commit to like the long game.
What are some of the mistakes you made when you were starting out?
Overtraining and under recovering. I was so in love with that feeling of training hard because it felt so good that I wasn't allowing myself to like recover enough. So I go so hard in the gym because it felt so good, but then I would frequently not sleep enough and also not eat enough food. So my body wasn't recovering as well, mainly like my joints and my tendons and stuff. So when I kept training so hard and not recovering as much, that's how I got a lot of like really, really bad injuries, which limited how hard I could train and how much I could train.
And training hard, was that like just the intensity of your training in the gym or the frequency? How often were you in the gym?
I mean, basically like as many days as I could. I would take a day and off here and there as needed, but by training hard, I really mean just like intensity per set. Like I would treat my working sets like I am literally going to war. Like my form would completely break down. I'd be on the deadlift, my back would be rounded. I would do anything it took to get it up. So
yeah,
a little too hard.
Videos. What do you think is better, 2 sets or 4 sets in terms of muscle growth?
It's really contextual. It depends on your overall like amount of like volume and how like intense those sets are. If like you're not doing that much sets, like more sets might be better. I mean, it really just depends. It's hard to say. But I think generally speaking, I think I heard this somewhere, it makes sense. Generally speaking, if you're able to recover from it, like if you could eat and sleep enough, more is usually better, is my rough understanding.
I've seen a lot of people, the moment they join a gym, they'll go to like any of the supplement stores and grab a whole bunch of supplements. What are some of the supplements you think people feel like they should be taking, but it's really not very useful?
Oh, ones that like people think are good but are not that good?
Like overrated supplements.
I mean, probably like BCAAs and EAAs, maybe those. I mean, they're still good, but like how much you get out of it relative to how much it costs, relative to how much other cheaper and better supplements are out there, like creatine, probably those. I don't know, maybe like test boosters. Like, I mean, I think test boosters are great, but like I don't take test boosters to like get more like tests to build more muscle. I take test boosters to like, because I just like feel better. Like I just feel more like better and stuff, but they could probably be a waste of money. I don't know, I mean, the stuff that I recommend is just like creatine, maybe pre-workout. I think fish oil is good for general health. Lately I've been doing a lot of carb powders, like I love carb powders, and like a good whey protein really, like yeah.
Do you do any cardio, and if so, what type of cardio do you do?
I don't formally do like much cardio. Sometimes I'll walk on the treadmill like after my workout a little bit, or I'll play like some sports like here and there, but I don't like formally do cardio.
What is the one thing that you feel like when you started doing and you're like, that made all the difference in the world in terms of your progress?
Definitely eating more food. So for the first year that I trained as hard as you could imagine, but I wasn't eating enough because I was eating extremely clean. And then when I decided, okay, I really need to eat more food, when I started eating a little less clean, which maybe isn't the best, but it allowed me to get more calories in. So as soon as I was actually able to get more calories in, my progress just skyrocketed like crazy.
A lot of people say like you should eat more if you want to grow, but I personally feel like there is also a limit to how much you can eat before you just start getting too much fat.
For sure, definitely. But luckily for me, because my appetite is so bad and it's so hard for me to eat enough food, so it's unrealistic for me to eat so much food that I'm actually like getting fat. But yeah, you are right. Like there's only a limited amount of muscle that you could build. Any more food that you eat is probably going to go to fat. So it's probably smarter to eat like in just the perfect surplus, just enough to build the muscle, but not so much to where it spills over into fat.
Do you think it's important to count your calories or to just generally eat healthy? How much a difference does it make for someone to track everything?
I think it really depends on your personality. Some people just like to track everything precisely. I've personally never tracked anything precisely. I always have like a general idea of like how much protein I'm getting. So I know if I'm around 200 grams of protein a day, and at the end of the day, I just always know if I had enough food or not. So I just intuitively know. With that being said, there's nothing wrong with counting it, and if you want to count it being exact, that's perfectly fine. I think it's just a matter of like preference.
What's the biggest mistake you think a lot of people are making in the gym with training, nutrition, the mindset, whatever, that's stopping them from reaching their goals?
Probably overthinking things and just trying to come up with the most theoretically perfect workout routine and try to figure out the most perfect way to do an exercise, and like, is this superset right? Is this bad? Like, is this like getting too like in those like stupid little details and just not realizing that just like the basics is all you need. Just like do the right lifts, have good form, get stronger, progressive overload, eat, sleep, and recover. So instead of doing the basics, their brain just goes crazy and all like the shit that doesn't really matter.
And what's the most overrated exercise? Any exercise, squats, deadlift, the common exercises that people feel like they should be doing, but it's really not as important or not as beneficial.
Wow. Probably.
I'll mention a few and you tell me your opinion on them.
Okay.
The flat bench press with the barbell, back squats with the barbell, and deadlifts.
Assuming the goal is like bodybuilding.
Muscle building.
Probably, yeah. Probably the deadlift, maybe, yeah. I know for me personally, like I really enjoy the bench because for my anatomy and my makeup, like I'm able to really feel my chest and get like a lot of growth from it. But I know that for most people, machines are a lot better for their like bodybuilding and stuff. But yeah, generally for bodybuilding, like the risk to reward ratio is not good on like squats and deadlifts. So yeah, you could probably like be safer using like machines and other shit.
Cool, man. Thanks very much, man. Appreciate your time,
I appreciate
bro.
it, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's cool.